7 ways to activate your highest potential. And I'm not lying. I'm not making stuff up. I'm sharing, these are the things that helped balance this body and give me access to this deeper power. This power is higher than human power. It's higher than mind power. We're talking about the power that created the mind and body. So this is what I mean. This is the highest potential. That's my definition of highest potential. So how do you activate it? Number 1, semen retention, of course. Your semen, the ojas that I made a video on, that's where your energy and juice and real power is that. That creates the whole body and sustains it. This ojas, you need that. It gives you a strong immune system. Makes your mind sharp. You start operating on another level. Your perception becomes subtle. You start to see things. You start to see a situation and you can just figure it all out. Just like that. Just say, no, just do this, this, and that. And somebody says, well, how do you know? It's just okay. Well, I don't trust you. Okay, don't do it then, no problem. You know? You flow, you're spontaneous. Clean diet. See, all these things, they work in conjunction with each other and they support one another. Clean diet means not processed junk. Natural, organic, raw, wholesome foods. You want foods with high electricity, which are your liquids. You can see my channel, True Health, and see how I make tonics. I use high-grade, therapeutic-grade essential oils, and I make tonics. And it turns into electrical food. It's alchemy, beyond the alchemy. So that's a good example of a high-level chemistry. Fruits, it's another thing. Good, organic, high-level, good quality fruits. They're full of electricity. They're vibrating. Just put it on the table. Look at a nice fruit and then put a dead animal on the table. Can you tell the difference? Kids can. Let your baby put all that on the table and tell your baby, go get what you want. See if he's going to pick up the dead animal. He's instinctual. He knows. Doesn't need a bunch of information. Oh, I've read how this works, and oh yeah, meat actually is the best for me because of all this. Now, disclaimer: if you eat meat, it's cool. You see, I'm not knocking you. I'm talking about how to get in touch with this higher power that's inside us that's usually not accessed. I've found that when I'm taking in easy to digest, which for me meat isn't, highly electrical foods, that gives me access to this power. Now I can already hear people saying, yeah, but what about this and that with the fruits and too much sugar, and then there's all these other fancy medical words that I don't know. You gotta listen to your body, bottom line. If you're thriving on meat, good. Listen to your intuition. This is highest. Intuitive diet. That's the highest diet. Not fruitarian, vegan, paleo, whatever, raw. No, intuition. When you are eating what you're eating, if you feel that that's helping you become the highest version of yourself, then you eat it. This is bottom line. So you can't debate me. You can't say, oh no, but meat's really good. I'm telling you, if it's good, it's good. I don't get into those quibbles. Good company. You need to hang out with people that uplift you, that support what you're doing. You don't want to, if you're doing semen retention, you don't want to hang out with people that, hey, come over, let's watch porn, whatever. I know you don't do that. I'm just saying. You don't want people who are vagina hounds. Every time you're out in public and a girl walks by, they're all looking. Then you're gonna feel like, then you're gonna tell me like you feel alone and you can't relate. Well, yeah, you can't relate with them. Be solo for a while. Attract your people. Hang out with good company. That's a big deal. Hang out with the wrong company, it's going to bring you down. It's our company and our environment is super strong. You're not going to be able to stay true if those things aren't in order. Stop your dopamine hits and addictions. Be aware of how you're trying to get some hit of euphoria and dopamine via some external situation, whether it be a girl that's validating you, telling you look good, or even if you do, see, there's people that make videos and they show how they like give money to everybody, look how great I am. You know, that's cool. I mean, God's using that. I'm glad that people are getting helped, but what I'm trying to say, higher than that, is when you help somebody, man, don't tell anybody about it. And don't make a video on it. No, but if you want to do that, that's also cool. Make a video on it. There's different levels here. Which level do you synergize with? That's all that matters. So, because you can get a dopamine hit from like, I'm gonna go give somebody some money and record it, then that gives me a dopamine hit. Like, look how good I am. Now, I'm not saying that's the case with everybody that does that on videos. And it's also, God uses everything. It's also good. It can probably inspire people to go out and help people too. So it's all good. My point here is check yourself and see, what am I doing to try to like escape from myself and get a dopamine hit? Am I doing things that I'm distracting myself? I'm not feeling so good inside, so I'm gonna go look to try to get some external hit somehow. Alcohol, drugs, PMO, even looking, just browsing on the internet, Instagram, whatever. This ocean here, this is a natural dopamine hit. There's no side effects. Being in nature, same. Being around good company, same. You feel good, but there's no down. You leave and you just feel good. That's the distinction I want to make. When you're getting these hits of dopamine, what grade of dopamine is it? Is it like the sugar high dopamine that then you crash after and you need more? Or is it a balanced level of dopamine? That's my point. Spend time in nature. Rather it be the National Forest here. If you're in New York City, like my man Johnny, you just go stand in the park under a tree. That's better than just being around concrete all day. Nature, you start to absorb the life force that emanates from nature. That's grounding. We need to be grounded. The more grounded and stable we are, the more access we have to this deeper, highest power and potential in us. The more of a rat race in our brain, the more restless we are, it's like we miss it, because this power I'm speaking about is subtle. It's subtle. This is why spiritual practice is good, but we haven't got to there yet. Yeah, we did. That's the last one, number 7. Spiritual practice. You can see my channel, Spiritual Renaissance, if you want. That's my spiritual practice that I talk on there. That's the main channel. I have 2 other channels, this channel and another channel on True Health, but I'm really, on these channels, I'm fishing. I'm looking for those who want to go to the next level, which is spiritual practice. Spiritual practice helps ground your nervous system, helps your mind be more quiet. When your mind's really quiet, this is what meditation, one of the aims of meditation, when you're just, or you can do your breathing, it's all good, whatever. Find something that will help balance your nervous system and ground you, which then quiets your mind. Automatically, when that happens, you're going to feel and realize this spacious presence or power that's inside of you that you don't normally recognize. That's what a spiritual practice can do. But it takes time. Sometimes we got to burn through all these desires we have, like I did when I was a teen and 20s, even 30s. I had a lot of desires. You got to burn through all that, because that causes a bunch of commotion in the mind. And so, the real reason to experience desires is to be free of them. Not because they're going to give you any kind of permanent bliss or contentment or satisfaction. You experience them so you can see through them and say, you know what, this is, okay, check, that's off my list. Okay, what's the next one? You finish all your desires, you're like, well, you either kill yourself because you realize you can't be happy trying to fulfill your desires, make your $1 million, do all that stuff. That's why a lot of movie stars and musicians, they've killed themselves. They had everything. They could do everything, and nothing worked. So then either you kill yourself, or your higher spiritual tendencies will then activate and you'll go inside. You're like, okay, I'm going to start paying attention now to the spirituality that I used to make fun of, because there might be something there, because I've tried everything else and it doesn't work. And then you start, and you might try different spiritual practices to see which one works for you, because we're all different. But that's when this real spiritual journey began. That's what you do. Let me know if you like that video.